I'm back in this bitch. I'm back in this bitch.
I live with this stigma today. And it is so sad that I do, because literally, like I said before, women and men do not like to get put in a box, because it tells them, oh, okay, so you think that I'm just like your last person.
Right.
So I was telling myself, I was like, I got into this relationship with this girl named Paige. And oh my God, even remembering it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm cringing hard right now. That's why I'm like
it's cool.
So I'm taking my time to tell it, because it's so cringy. Like, it's so lame. Paige was average. She was very, very average. Paige was the type of girl where you didn't look back at her twice, but like, she was pretty enough to where you could look at her at all and not feel like crazy or nothing like that. So, yeah. I went to her apartment complex all the time. She lived with her mom and her dad. She lived with both parents and shit, like, and stuff like that. So I'm like, we never went nowhere. We never went anywhere. But that's because she didn't want to go nowhere. She said that she wanted to just chill there until she like learned me and like got comfortable with me. Yes. So we sat there all the time, just chilling. Literally, it took one visit for me to realize what this girl was about, because she wanted to like I said, she wanted to get to know me and stuff like that. So we were always sitting in my car. Every time this girl kissed me, her breath smelled so horrible. Her breath smelled like hot cow shit. That's what it smelled like. Her breath smelled terrible. Like, I want you to imagine the worst smell you've ever smelled and multiply that shit by 12, and that's what her breath smelled like.
Oh man, you probably had to throw up every time you kiss her.
Every time she kissed me, I just imagine farting in that car would make it smell better. Like that was how bad her breath smelled. She had short hair. She didn't look that good. And I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, am I settling right now? Like, am I, so.
You know, it's crazy. I think we all have reached the point where we would date somebody and we was like, I definitely could do better than this. God,
yes,
damn.
But yeah, we could do, like, you could do better than that, but you just like, okay, you
the best that I can do right now. But
yeah,
shit, if I find
not even that,
I'll make it the fuck on.
Not even that. It's like, I know I can do better, but you haven't done anything in particular to make me leave you. So right. I'm just gonna bear with it right now. So yeah. Paige was cool. Like, Paige was all right. Paige was, she wasn't like, she didn't have an ego or nothing like that. She was a photographer. And when I was with her, I was in the worst shape of my life. I was fat. Like, she took a picture and like my stomach was hanging out my shirt. Like, not like gut falling out my shirt, but like the shirt was too small. So like it was riding up my, yeah. So I was looking at myself and I was like kind of depressed looking at myself one day, and she was like, oh, what's wrong with you? I was like, I just don't like my body. I don't like how it looks. And she was like, oh, like, like, it's okay. Like, we'll work on it. Like, she came in for a kiss. I shit you not. I opened the door and I said, I gotta do some jumping jacks.
Oh shit!
She went for a kiss and I got out the car and I legit did some jumping jacks. I didn't care to do the
I mean, you would have had to deal with the kiss when you got back in the car, though, right?
She came out. She got out the car and she was like, you look so silly right now. And she came over there and she was doing jumping jacks with me. So
how's she gonna say you look silly and then join in? Okay.
Yeah, she was like, okay, like I said, bro, she was a very cool person. She was very cool. But oh my God. We got back in that car and we were sitting there and Paige sat on my lap this time. So I guess she like thought of every precaution for me escaping. So she had sat on my lap and she was like, I just want you to know that I really care about you and I want you to do very well in life. So if like we need to go through this weight journey together, then we will go through this weight through journey together. I'm like, so in my head, I'm like, this is like really sweet, but please stop talking like in my face. So like she went in for another kiss, and I said, you know what, man, I just gotta do it. So she did it. I wound up kissing her. She wanted to make out. We wound up making out for like for 5 minutes, dude. I was going through hell.
You set yourself up for failure for that. If you knew she had shitty breath, nigga, no, you shouldn't be kissing her.
It was at the point where I started chewing minty gum. So whenever she kissed me, I would put the gum in her mouth. And then like I did that every time. And then she wound up saying, why do you keep putting the gum in my mouth? And I was like, it's like, ain't it like it's something sexy to do? Like, why not? So
I didn't even know she was considered that sexy. I ain't never done that. That shit nasty.
I didn't consider that shit sexy.
Oh, okay, I would never do that.
I just wanted to put the fucking gum in her mouth so it wouldn't smell as bad. You ever smell bad, but you spray like cologne on yourself, so it wound up smelling like strawberry ass in the room. It's like
listen. That's every nigga in high school after gym class, bro. That spray cologne over the funk. Yeah, so, niggas was not getting them dirty ass school showers.
Motherfucking Axe spray and shit. Yeah. Yep. So yeah. Her breath would still smell awful. And oh my goodness, bro. Oh man, I hope no one outside can hear me or nothing. Man, this is the craziest thing ever. And it stuck with me to this day. To this day, I couldn't get with a girl that had trash hygiene. Because if you had a bad breath or anything like that, like I couldn't do it. Okay, this is where it gets a little R-rated. All right, so, mind you, I'm living with my dad, and my brother at the time, so I couldn't take Paige over my house. She wanted to she wanted to do the nasty and everything. So, I was like, well, we might as well do it outside, in my car and everything like that. And she was like, okay, sure. Find a spot. So we had parked there like behind the dumpsters at her complex and everything like that. Cars are passing, but they can't see nothing. So, I mean, mind you, I'm sitting there, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting you know what I'm saying, slopped on and everything like that. And everything's going like fine and everything. And I'm thinking, okay, this cannot be messed up whatsoever. The whole car fogged up and no one can see nothing. That whole car smelled like her fucking breath. That whole inside of the car smelled like her breath because she kept on like breathing heavy and stuff because of the stuff I was doing to her. She was like, yeah. I'm like,
oh man.
I'm like, nigga, stop, please. So mind you, she tried to like do shit. My shit couldn't even stay hard no more. Every time she like got my shit back standing, nigga, my shit went right back flat. Like she tried to like get on top of me.
Anytime I would have got one whiff of that breath, that shit would have happened to me. I couldn't do it. But you better than me. I wouldn't have been with that girl for 2 minutes, dog. And not because I would have finished fast. I would be like, get the fuck off of me, bro.
Nah, bro. My shit went right back floppy. Every time she kept trying to do something, my shit went right back to being floppy. And she was like, do you have like an erectile dysfunction or something? I said straight up, I can't do this anymore. I got up.
I'm surprised you waited till you got to that point. I would have been cut her off, though.
I pulled my pants up and shit, and she was like, what's wrong? Like she was sitting there getting ready to cry and everything. Mind you, Paige had like a nice body and everything. There was nothing like, there was definitely no reason to be unattracted to her because she looked good, but her breath was the main deterrent. Like her breath was the exact reason why I did not want to be in that relationship. I never before in my life told myself, oh, like there's just one really, really, really important thing that's keeping me from being with you. No. At that point, it was her breath. I pulled my shit up and I was like, Paige, you are a very sweet girl. Like, you're one of the sweetest people I know. You're one of the coolest people I've ever met. But you have a problem. She was like, what? Like, what was wrong? Mind you, she has tears coming, like kind of falling down her eyes. I really didn't want to say it. I really didn't.
So you didn't even say the punchline yet. You just said, I can't do this anymore. You got a problem. She was already about to cry.
Yeah. I wound up lying. I wound up coming up with something else and blaming myself, so she wouldn't know exactly what it was.
The old school, it's not you, it's me conversation.
I said, you have a problem. And then when she started crying, she was like, what is it? And she like held her hand over her mouth so she couldn't like burst out crying. So I mean, I'm a softie, so I don't like to see anybody cry. This is why I have a problem breaking up with girls now. I don't like to see them cry or like do anything crazy, you know. So when I see her crying, I said, because I already said that she had a problem. So I changed it up to, your problem is you're too loyal to me and I'm not a good person.
This nigga,
she was like, but you are a good person. You're a very great person. This was hurting the hell out of me. Like, this was hurting the shit out of me. I was like, because I actually wanted, like, she was a very good, sweet girl. Like, she was very good. So I was like, I'm not a good person, and I need to be honest. I made up some bullshit. I was like, I'm like a criminal, and blah blah blah. I made up wild stuff. I'm I'm a criminal, and I can't be with you. I can't drag you down because I almost asked you to join in on some crazy shit a while back. And she was like, so the crazy part is, she actually said, what is it? Like, we're ride or die. Like, whatever it is, I'll try to make it work. She really wanted to. This girl was so loyal. Like, I was so sad, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm really fumbling right now. I'm really fumbling, but I can't.
You could have just told the truth, nigga.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it, bro.
On chin. That's why I'm trying to.
Your breath smell like hot fucking clams, nigga. Get the fuck on somewhere. So, I couldn't do it, bro.
Hold on, bro. What did niggas used to say back in the day? What did the kids used to say back in the day? Like, your breath smell like,
clap that ass and clap that ass and bring it back or something like that.
I was laughing so hard I couldn't even say it. Yes, your breath smell like, clap that ass. Yeah. I was trying to say, I couldn't even get it out without laughing, bro.
I know exactly what you meant, bro. Niggas, that was
every kid used to say that shit. Like, clap that ass.
That was the biggest insult. That and you look like Shrek in fucking elementary school. If niggas say you look like Shrek, or they said you look like what was it? Rasputia or something like that. Oh yeah, it was a rap.
Man.
Yeah, she wound up like trying to be complicit with everything. It was till afterwards. Here's the crazy part. I wound up forgiving her, and I said, you know what? That's fine. We wound up not even breaking up. I think it was a week after that, Paige had texted me and said she wanted me to come over. I'm driving over there. Mid-drive, she wound up calling me and saying, I thought I wanted you to come over here to tell you this, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't love you no more, and I'm already with somebody else. She told me that she was already with another nigga. And she was like, "Oh, some
love part." That's what I'm surprised to hear.
Me and her were together for like 3 months, I think. So I really endured a lot with her fucking ass. But yeah. On some Rashad shit, she had told me that she wound up getting with another guy because she felt like, she said that if I am a bad person, I need to work on it. And she said that she thought she wanted to be complicit with something like that, but she just can't go against her nature because she's a Christian and shit like that. And I'm like, okay. I was like, so I said, so you cheated on me because I'm a bad person. Mind you, I'm not even I made this shit up. She broke up with me for something that wasn't even fucking true. So because I spared her feelings, she broke mine. So because I didn't tell her the truth, she wanted to break him out. She wanted to hurt me. So I still haven't told her breath stunk to this day. So she wound up saying that me and her could stay friends. We tried to do that, right? So I wound up texting her one day. She didn't answer. And then I think her friend had texted me and she said, Paige does not want to talk to you at all at this point. I'm like, nigga, why couldn't she just tell me that? After that day, a couple things were established with me. One, the second you have bad hygiene, I'm gonna tell you straight off rip. I think I've told every girl that has ever done something with me. I said, bro, take a shower before you come over here, or brush your teeth, please. Or something
yeah, the shower part. That's what I'm looking for.
That's customary. That should be instant.
That's mandatory. That's mandatory for me. I don't interact with no girl unless I know that you took a shower beforehand or I saw you take a shower.
For sure. And fucking taking a shower or this is why nowadays when girls are with me, they like wax or something like that. They make that shit important as hell. Or they shower before showing up, or they get real girly and shit like that.
That shit is important. Mind you, I know what you mean.
I've never cared about girls like looking pretty when they're around me. Like I've never cared about that. You could come over my house. You could have ever came over my house with fucking jogging. You know what I'm saying? Holes in your damn clothes and stuff.
No makeup on.
Yeah, sweatpants and looking. No makeup. I don't care about the no makeup shit. If I appreciate you with no makeup, like yeah. So I never cared about that. But after that, the hygiene shit became super important. Any girl that's ever cheated on me, it's been raps. Like I've never forgave them after that. And then I've been honest as hell with women after that. Like it's if I'm with that girl, nah, I don't bullshit. And this is why I also have because she was a party girl too, funny enough. And I think that's where another insecurity of mine came with the girls having male friends and stuff like that. I feel like if a girl has too many male friends, like, and I say too many, I'm really meaning like if you have more than like 20 guys that you talk to and they all don't have a meaning, but yet you still talk to them. They all don't have any like true importance to your life, but you still talk to them. Yeah.
20 is outrageous. I don't think I know anybody who fucking friends with 20 different niggas.
I mean, but fucking girls like to have like 700 followers on social media and not talk to nobody. But as soon as they post some shit saying that they, I want a guy or I like going on dates and stuff like that. They say some shit like that. They'd be so shocked when niggas actually, pull up and talk about something. Yeah, actually hit them up. It's like, what the fuck did you thought was going to happen? You just advertised that you wanted a date or that you were single. You thought niggas was not going to hit you up. Oh, I'm tired of niggas. All right, then unfollow them niggas.
That is very much true. Yep.
But they keep them dudes around because one, they like the attention, and two, I mean, they was already following them. They're not trying to lose their following. Like, that shit never fucking mattered to me. If I drop down to 0 followers on Instagram, I ain't tripping, nigga. I don't care.